Hey, what's up guys, I'm back with another speed test. It's time to do a check out the performance of the Realme 9 4G against the Vivo V23e, and both phones comes in the same price range, but in this price range we have a Snapdragon 680 SoC with 8GB of RAM on the Realme 9 4G, while on the Vivo we have a Helio G96 SoC with 8GB of RAM, much powerful SoC. On the Realme 9 4G we have a plastic back, while on the Vivo we have a glass back, and the frame on both phones is made up of plastic. And also on the Realme 9 4G we have headphone jack, which we don't see on the Vivo V23e. That's really disappointing. And both phones has a triple cameras on the back, and you can see. So on the Realme we have 108 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel ultra wide with a 2 megapixel macro, while on the Vivo instead we have a 64 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel ultra wide and a 2 megapixel which is a depth sensor. Sadly, both phones also has a single speaker, so I am really excited to see that how is a Snapdragon 680 inside the Realme 9 4G is gonna stack up against the Helio G96 inside the Vivo V23e. So let's see who is going to be the fastest one. So without any wasting time, let's get right into it. Now let's quickly boot both of these phones up at the same time. Here we go. Logos came up first on the Vivo. Both phones is running on Android 12. We have One Touch OS version 12 versus a Realme UI version 3. Let's see who is faster. And Vivo is more faster when it comes to booting up, and the Realme 9 also right behind there, about 1 or 2 second difference between these two devices when it comes to booting up. Now let's talk about the displays between these two devices. On the Realme we have 6.4 inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display with 90Hz refresh rate, while on the Vivo we have 6.4 inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display with 60Hz refresh rate, no high refresh rate display. Also we have punch hole on the left hand side on the Realme versus a U-shaped notch on the Vivo, and the display it is more better on the Realme 9 4G. So now let's see apps opening speed. So everything's closed up in the background, no application is running in the background. So now let's start off with the phone dialer. That is very similar on both phones. So next on the list is the settings, opening up at the same time, much faster on the Realme. So now let's go to the display, and you can see we have 90Hz refresh rate versus a 60Hz on the Vivo. So now I'll check out some more application. Now let's start off with the Amazon shopping. Helio G96 versus a Snapdragon 680. That is very similar on both phones. Let's see the scrolling, and that is a little more smoother on the Realme. I can feel that very easily. So now let's open this. Realme is a tiny bit more faster, but in terms of the scrolling wise, more smoother on the Realme. So now check out some games application in which where we can see the real difference. Opening up the Candy Crush Saga, and you can see Vivo is a tiny bit more faster. Also we have single speaker. So here is the Vivo looks like with max volume. And here is the Realme 9 looks like. And you can see in the speaker it is much better on the Realme 9 as compared to the Vivo, which does not have a lot of bass. So now let's open Instagram. Similar. Let's see pin out. Pin out is a tiny bit more faster on the Vivo. So the Helio G96 is showing its performance. Spotify, very similar. Let's see PUBG Mobile. Let's see in that game who is faster. Helio G96 versus a Snapdragon 680. So Vivo is done. Realme it is also right behind there. We have about 1 or 2 second difference. Also we have smooth graphics with high frame rate versus a smooth graphics with ultra frame rate. Now let's see subwoofer, and that is faster on the Vivo V23e. and the Helio G96 is showing its performance against the Snapdragon 680. Now let's opening up the Temper 2. Both phones is running on different versions, but Vivo is a tiny bit more faster in that game as well. Yes, we have different versions. Now let's opening up the Tutor. That is faster, very similar. Now let's open Zedge. Last application, the speed test, again faster on the Vivo. Let's see, just scrolling, and that is face a little more smoother on the Realme. So last one, launching the cameras on both phones. Default camera application. Let's see who is going to be the fastest one. Camera is open up very similar on both phones, and the camera performance, it is more better on the Vivo. Now let's look at the front camera. So on the Vivo we have a 15 megapixel selfie camera, while on the Realme we have 16 megapixel, and the front camera is one of the best on the Vivo, no doubt about that. Now check out internet browsing speed. I am seeing to for Google Chrome on both phones. So now let's opening up wikipedia.org. That is very similar. So now let's see, just scrolling, and that is tiny bit smoother on the Realme. Opening up this English, similar this time. Scrolling is again smoother on the Realme, but no lag whatsoever. That's really good thing. Next on the list is the Samsung.com, and that is very similar. So now let's see, just scrolling, and scrolling again is more smoother on the Realme. So now check out RAM management on both phones, and both phones has a 8 GB of RAM. Let's see who is performed good in the RAM management. We have a lot of application in the background. Phone dialer, settings, Amazon shopping, that is refresh. Let's see, Candy Crush Saga, refresh on the Realme but not on the Vivo. Instagram, let's see, pin out refresh on the Vivo. Spotify, refresh. Let's see, PUBG Mobile, refresh on the Vivo but not on the Realme. Let's see, Subway Surfer. Let's see, Temper 2, no refresh. Opening up the Tutor, Zedge, refresh on the Vivo. So last we're back to the internet browser, and that is not refresh. And guys, over I have to say regarding the apps opening speed, as you can see that, and the Vivo V23e is a more faster phone in system-based application as well as in the game app loading time, in which we have more second difference. In terms of the RAM wise, in that area I would say Vivo is performing a little more better in the RAM management, while on the Realme we have a little more refresh as compared to the Vivo, but still not really good RAM management on both phones. Also on the Realme we have 5000 mAh battery size with a 33 watt fast charging, while on the Vivo we have 4050 mAh battery size with a 44 watt fast charging, and that is why the Vivo is the most slimmer phone as compared to the Vivo, as you can see. And thank you so much for watching this speed test comparison between the Realme 9 4G versus the Vivo V23e. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel for daily tech videos, and I will catch you in my next video. Peace out.